Hi, I'm Susan. Thank you for joining me tonight for the Christina Phipps Chair Yoga class here at the Hope Lodge at the Mayo Campus, Jacksonville. I hope you enjoy tonight's class. We're starting off in a strong supportive chair, hopefully one without wheels, or if it does have wheels, I hope you can lock them because we don't want the chair to get away from you. The first pose that we're going to work on is called Seated Mountain. So come as far forward on your chair as you feel comfortable. Tonight's class is all about you feeling comfortable and supported during our movement tonight. So come forward in your chair and press the feet down into the floor, thinking about 3 press points that I'm going to show to you. The mound behind your big toe, the mound behind your little toe, and the center of your heel. If you press these 3 points into the floor, you'll start to feel the muscles in your legs activate and the muscles in your core also activate. Your core not only is the front of your muscles that we think about here, but it goes all the way around the 2 and including the back muscles around the center of your chest. While you're doing that, go ahead and lift your spine up tall, reaching your shoulders broad and your head reaching towards the ceiling. And we'll just take a few minutes to pause here and breathe and check and see how we're feeling today. If you like, you can place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and just notice the breath coming in and out of your body. You can inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose or your mouth, whichever is most comfortable for you. But just take a few slow, calming breaths. And if your exhale is longer than your inhale, that is a good way to regulate your body and calm your nervous system. So once we've spent a few moments just turning into our bodies and seeing how we feel today, let's go ahead and begin our practice. We're going to have a slow warm-up. It's going to begin with our head. So turn your head to one side. Come back center and turn your head to the opposite side. Come center. You can time these movements with your breath. So you inhale as you turn your head. Exhale as you come center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now gently take one ear towards your shoulder. You'll feel a stretch in the opposite side of your neck. If it's comfortable, you can put light pressure on your head if you like, or you can just use just tilting your head to the side. Deepen that stretch. Another way to deepen the stretch is extend your opposite hand fingers out towards the floor. You can make a fist, open and close your fingers, or just leave your fist closed, or even turn your fist in towards your wrist so that you get a deeper stretch in your hand and your wrist. Come back center. Now we'll take our ear to the opposite shoulder. Several ways to deepen it the same way. You can take your hand, gently press your head. Not much pressure here, just enough to know that you're laying your hand on your head. Or you can extend your opposite hand, fingers pressing towards the floor. To extend that stretch, you can make a fist, open and close the fist, or take your fist in towards your wrist. Any of those motions that feel good for you. We'll come back to the first side. And repeat it on the second side. One more time to the first side. Come center and the second side. Come back center. We're just going to rotate our head. Just think about drawing a circle with your nose. Just around the room. Your gaze can trace the outline of the room if you like. And then reverse direction. Or you could just hold your eyes on one spot if that's more comfortable for you. And then bring your chin to your chest so that you feel a stretch in the back of your neck. Slowly look up, but don't tilt your head any further back than taking your gaze to where the wall and the ceiling come together. We don't want to tip our head back too far. Chin to chest. A small lift of the head. Chin to chest. And a small lift of the head. And a big smile while we're looking up, because that works all the muscles in your cheeks. Come back center. Take your dominant hand. For me, it's my right hand. And press it into your forehead pressing into your hand so that it feels like both of them are trying to push the other away, but neither one of them is going to work. You'll feel muscles in the back of your neck tense up. And then relax. And notice the release of the tension in the side of your neck, the back of your neck. Place your hand on the back of your head, pressing your head into your hand and your hand into your head. Just working on developing the muscles here in the back of our neck. And then place your hand on whichever side of the hand you're using. Once again, pressing your head into your hand and your hand into your head. And then release that. Take your opposite hand. So now we've pressed our hand and our head together on all four sides. Release that. If you like, shake out your hands, shake out your arms, shrug your shoulders, roll your shoulders back and down. And then reverse direction. Roll them the other way. And while you're rolling your shoulders, check in with your shoulder blades. See how they're moving along your back. Let's go ahead and spend some time thinking about our shoulder blades by just rounding our chest forward so that you feel your shoulder blades separate and come forward, bringing your shoulders together, shoulder blades coming together, the center of your chest or the center of your back. And just go from one side to the other. And if you're familiar with yoga at all, you might notice that we're just doing some small cat and cow poses as we're paying attention to the shoulder blades moving freely on our back. So come back to the center. Now that we've introduced cat and cow, we'll go ahead and work on that pose again. So we just did some small cat and cows. So in order to go ahead and do some larger cat and cows, let's go ahead, ground your back, bringing your chest forward. Gaze can be down at your feet or in your lap. And then you can come up, arching your back so that we're feeling a stretch here in our spine. Broad shoulders. Once again, don't take your gaze any higher than where the wall and the ceiling come together in this cow. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. If we like, we can make it even more full body movement. Go ahead. When you do cow, interlace your fingers and press them forward so that you've got a stretch in your upper back. While you're rounding your back. Cat, open your arms, fingertips reaching behind you as far as what's comfortable. Opening your chest. Cat and cow. Cat and cow. So those were movements of the chest going forward and back. To continue our movements of the chest, or the spine, movements of the spine, we're going to go with a twist now. Take one hand, place it on the outside of your opposite leg, and just twist towards the side of your chair where your hand is on the outside of your leg. Only use the strength of your upper body to turn your chest. Don't use your arms to force the twist to go any deeper than what you can do with just your shoulders and your chest. And pause here, breathe. And then come back center, release your hands, and we'll twist to the opposite side. Opposite hand on the outside of your opposite leg, and twist. Your back hand can go on the back of the chair, the arm of the chair, into the seat of the chair, wherever it's comfortable for you to place it. And come forward. And we're going to twist to the first side again. And if you like, you can direct your gaze over your shoulder. Continue breathing. Release that. And then we'll twist to the second side. Thinking about directing your gaze further over your shoulder to deepen the twist. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, twist. Exhale, come forward. And last time, to the opposite side. Remember to breathe. Exhale, come forward. And now another movement of the spine is going to be a side stretch. So raise one arm up overhead as far as what's comfortable for you, and the other arm can press down towards the floor and just stretch towards the side. Your gaze can look down at the floor or up at your hand, whatever is most comfortable for you and your neck. And then we're just going to flow from side to side. You can move with your breath. And then come back center. Shake out your arms. Place your hands on your shoulders, and we're going to draw circles with our elbow. Making small circles or large circles. Reverse direction. And then come back center and pause and lift one arm up, one arm down. And now we're going to do like a swimming pose. So not only do you move your arms, you have to think about how you're moving them. So this brings a mind-body connection towards our practice. And then reverse direction. And come center. Shake out your arms if you like. Now we're going to move a little further down our hands. Just kind of bring some movements. You can draw figure eights with your arms pressing down towards the floor, just reaching towards the floor. So these are big figure eights where we're actually using our shoulders and our whole arms for this movement. And then we'll slowly just bring the movement to our forearms and our hands. Still drawing figure eights. And then still your arms. So now it's just your hands moving in a figure eight pattern or design. Open and close your fists. And then place your hands in your lap. And just pause here. Come back to your breath. If you like, you could place one hand on your chest, one hand on your abdomen like we did at the beginning. And check in with your body again. Do you feel a little less tension now in your upper body? I hope so. It might feel good to you. Do a few more small cat and cows just to move your chest. And then we'll move further down the body. Go ahead and lift one leg up, pull it in towards your chest. Just feel a nice stretch, pulling in your leg towards your chest. And then we'll do that stretch with the opposite leg. Go back to your first leg, and we're going to interlace our fingers like that underneath our knee. And using the strength of your arms, if that's possible, go ahead and lift your leg up. So your leg isn't doing any of the movement. It's going to be your arms guiding your leg. And what we're working on is rotating our hip from the hip joint, just working on the range of movement that we have with the hip. And reverse direction. And put that leg down, and we'll go to the other leg. Interlacing your fingers underneath your knee, lift your leg, and just rotate your hip from your hip socket. Rotating our leg, and reverse direction. And then place that leg down, pressing your feet into the floor like we did earlier, coming back to your sitting mountain. Go ahead, raise your heels, your toes pressing into the ground. You'll probably feel the muscles in your thighs activating. Lower your legs, and just do that a few times. Just pumping your legs. So that we're getting movement in our ankles, our toes, our feet. And then cross one leg over the other so that one knee is on the opposite, one ankle is on the opposite knee. Crossing your leg. And if it's comfortable for you, you can place your hand on your knee, hand on your ankle. Just feel the gentle pressure of weight, stretching your hip. Just notice that stretch. See how it feels. Deep breaths. And then release that. And we'll go to the opposite side. Ankle over knee. And if you like, you can add the additional weight of one hand on your ankle, one hand on your knee. They can press down if you like, or just lightly lay there, or you can just leave your hands in your lap. All straight spine, broad shoulders. And think about breathing. Your eyes can be closed, or you can direct your gaze down towards the floor, whatever's most comfortable for you. And then slowly release that. And let's press back into your chair as we prepare for a full body scan. Go ahead and bring movement to your arms, your legs, your head. And then bring yourself to stillness. Hands in your lap if that's comfortable. Palms can be down or up, either way. Feet gently resting on the floor. Pressing back into the chair. If there's arms on your chair, definitely relax your elbows on the arms of the chair. If not, just put your arms in your lap and bring your attention to your toes. Wiggle your toes around. Move your ankles. And then settle them on the floor. And notice the stillness in your feet. Bring your attention to your ankles. And then come up to your shins. Just bringing your attention to that part of your body. And try and see if you can relax it even more. Relax your knees. Relax your thighs. Relax the lower part of your back, pressing into the back of the chair. Relax your arms, either into your lap or on the arms of the chair. Bring your attention to your hands and your fingers. You can move those. Then bring stillness to your hands, your arms. Relax your forearms. Relax your elbows. Relax your upper arms. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Release any tension that you're holding in your jaw. See if you can relax your ears. Relax your brow. And if you haven't already, close your eyes or look downward towards the floor, just a soft gaze. And return your attention to your breath. Without moving your hands, leaving them resting in your lap. Just notice the breath slowly coming in and out of your body. Remember that longer exhales than your inhales will help relax your body. And all you're doing right now is paying attention to your breath. Your mind might bring you a thought. And if it does, just tell that thought, I see you, and release it and come back to your breath.